Hi, this is b.Eastman. This is a book that was recommended to me by a friend of mine, an account executive. I read it and really enjoyed it. The author, Orrin Claff, gives different anecdotes and scenarios on how he used different sales techniques to close major deals. The part that I enjoyed the most about this is the fact that he has a staff of people who do research, detailed research on each of the people that they're going to be presenting to really understand what motivates them, the company culture, the terms they use, how they value different aspects of their business, really understanding as much as possible about that company before they ever go in and make the presentation. Using the same logic as Orrin uses in his book, we want to do the research necessary to really understand our audience before we go out and present to them. This is the spreadsheet that we use with our clients to understand the audience. We use it as a checklist just to go through and make sure that all of the bases are covered before we go out and start talking to our prospective customers. The first thing that we want to do is we want to understand the target audience. We want to do the analysis of the product and the service in depth and understand the competition. Specifically, we want to understand who the customer thinks is going to be our competition in this market. We want to gather the intelligence and verify with customers through conversations. What do they think are the pain points? What problems do they really want to solve? How do they talk about these problems? And more importantly, what would they pay to solve these problems? We also want to understand how a decision like this would be made within their organization. That becomes critical when we start thinking about and looking at the enterprise sales. We want to focus on a single segment. We want to invest and become experts in that segment where we really understand the language, the terminology, and the way that that segment thinks about and describes the problem that they're going to be solving. We want to understand the value proposition. We want to describe the problem that's solved and really understand when we solve that problem, what's it worth to that specific market segment to be solved. I've seen many instances where solving the same problem for a different size of company or a different vertical has a completely different value in it. One market segment may value the solution much higher than another segment, and they look similar from the outside. The last step is we want to measure the product market fit and understand what that would mean to us from a financial standpoint if we satisfy that market segment. Are there enough customers at that price that we think we can sell it to verify and to validate the amount of investment that we're going to be making in that specific market segment?